welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that is happening right here, right now. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 5, NASDAQ up 2, S&P's up 3, gold contract down 460, trading at $1,587 an ounce. Silver off 26 cents at $28.90 an ounce. Platinum down $5 at $1,590 an ounce. Copper off 2.5 pennies at $3.52 a pound. Light sweet crude flat at $92.39. Bonds down 3 ticks at 141.15. Bond market rejected lower price, had lighter volume. Those bonds want to run to 144. King dollar just can't stop it. We have a King dollar is this. King dollar is at 82.92, up 325 ticks. King dollar, folks, is on our way to the 84.25 level. But the way King dollar is trading, folks, I suspect we get a very large ABC structure up to the 89 level. Euro down 77 ticks, trading out to 129.57. And the yen is at 96.07. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. Right now, the cash S&P, we hit 1556.39. We go over to the SPY, and this is what the SPY is trying to do, folks, and it's going to do it. It's watching this shake out. So the SPY today got to 156.12. No volume, 83 million, okay? And we bring this back, and you're going to see what it wants to do. It wants to tag the high of 2007, and the high of 2007 is laying out here at a price point of 157.52. So we made it to 156.12 today. It's going to go up there and tag it. You know, that's the bottom line. You know, that test wants to be done. We go over to the NASDAQ, we go to the Dow Industrials. The Dow Industrials, now here's a record, folks. The Dow Industrials, no juice, you know, whatsoever. But bottom line, they're talking about an outlier event. Because the Dow went up today, went up 5 points, it's up. This is the first time in 16 years that the Dow has been up 9 days in a row. It's pretty amazing. You know, yeah, it's just crawling. You know, we can actually go back. Let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so when we go back 9 days, now this is what the difference. There is a difference. There's no doubt about it. Meaning that how many points it's up. But bottom line, it did break that record. Okay, that says quite a bit. And when I say says quite a bit, as an outlier event, that. You know, those things don't happen. You know, of course, well, they do happen, but bottom line is that, you know, very seldom do they happen. Now, NASDAQ composite, flat composite out here, no juice in the composite, 1.5 billion versus 1.6. We go over the NDX 100, and what you're going to see with the NDX 100 still can't handle higher price. What you did have out here, we did 31 million shares. The NDX 100 needs to be basically pushing about 60, 70 million shares. It's still in 31, which just says that, hey, it can't. Number one, the NDX 100 itself couldn't get over the 99 level that was just out there 2 days ago. Never mind the September 14th, September 21st level. And that is the only indice at this particular point that is not over that level. If we go over to Apple, Apple's still having huge problems. There's huge sellers in Apple, folks, okay? And they're just pushing this stock out. You know, Apple's down 40% for the, you know, bottom line from highs to lows. Big numbers, okay? But this is nothing like what Apple's going to do. Apple is building cars to go blow away that swing low out there right now of 419. We go over to the bond market. We take a look at bonds, what we have out here. And this is where the disconnect is. And this is what's really cool about the market in general. Because the market's speaking, folks. And the market's speaking saying, hey, you know what? It's going to go south. And it won't come out of anywhere. Where it's going to come out of, it's going to come out of the currency moves. Because the currency moves, folks, are fast and furious the last few days. And they're beautiful. If you're but bottom line is that they're fast and furious. And fast and furious currency moves are very dangerous for all markets. Not, they're just dangerous. So, bond market out here today, we did sideways move, 381,000 contracts. But you can see the contract value, you're inside the higher range once again. What the bonds did do is this. The bonds came back inside how it broke out. Got into the larger range again. The 30 years after this, 144. I expect we're going to go after that 149. King dollar is just on a tear. And if we take a look at King dollar, what you have out here is this. She was up 350 ticks today. Did 50,000 contracts. Big numbers. And if we pull this back and you just go on a continuous contract, DX1, we'll put these together. So when we go on a continuous contract, what you're going to see is that your next swing point out there is laying out at the 84.25 level. Right now we're at 82.94 in a continuous. The way this is set up, folks, is telling me that, you know what, this is going to be a very large ABC structure on the way up, and 89 is going to be game. We go over to the euro. Euro is just going the other way. I suspect what you're going to have probably out here tomorrow and the next day. See, today was about as deviant as you could get. What you had is that you had the retail numbers come out. Retail numbers were good. Market basically reacted that saying, oh, man, hold it. Retail numbers are good. Well, we're going to get a little deviant in the marketplace. We're going to bring that market down. Why? Because the dollar went up, the euro went down. But I could tell by the way that it was trading down there, there's still, this high is still not over yet. We're going to be up in this high in a few more days. That's the deviance inside the marketplace. I've been talking about let's go over to gold. We take a look at gold. What you have with gold out here, folks, gold still wants to test those bottoms. So we only did 132,000 contracts out here today, and that would have been great if it didn't make the run to 1598. But it made a run to 1598, couldn't hold it, closed at 1587, and all the 1598 did is that, okay, you were trying to get to a higher high with 132,000 contracts, versus like 250. So it's going to go after these lows once again. I've been talking about, of course, I've been talking about King dollar for quite a while. And in the context of how folks were going to handle the dollar going up and what the public relations was going to be. Well, this morning, when these numbers come out, it was pretty cool. I was listening to Steve Leisman on CNBC, and it was amazing. What's amazing to me, folks? It was actually amazing listening to the context that he thought that you only could that it should be a weaker dollar because bottom line is that we'll lose this and we'll lose that. I'm saying to myself, there's such a disconnect. The disconnect, folks, is dramatic. But we're going to hear it. We're going to hear it out there that basically folks think that if you have a weak dollar, you are going to have a better economy. And it's not real. It is absolutely not real. The argument they're going to make is that their argument going to make is that the manufacturing base will either come back or, get better. My argument goes like this. That argument, by the way, folks, to me, is a large corporate slave-driven argument. And specifically what it is, if you owned a large corporation, you would love a weakest dollar you could get your hands on. Why? Because two different things would end up happening. That you would have a competitive atmosphere that would be very hard to beat, but that's only a small majority versus when we have, and it's going to happen. We're having, the dollar already went to hell, folks. We're coming back. And this dollar going higher, what this dollar does going higher is this. This dollar higher gets each and every individual in the United States richer. And it's real wealth, too, folks. okay? Because what it does is that goes up, commodity-based oil goes down, you're going to have more money, you have more wealth, and that's the name of the game, folks. And we should, because the bottom line is that each and every one of you are getting up every single day, cranking it out. This is Tom O'Brien, this is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.